Hey, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So let us see today what is TestNG and how we can install, how we can configure TestNG in our Eclipse IDE in our Java project. There are different ways of configuring TestNG in our Eclipse project, in our Java projects. So we will see all these steps. Before that, let us understand what is TestNG and why is it required. So guys, TestNG is basically, it's not a software that can be installed directly in your system, in your Eclipse. Basically, TestNG is a type of framework that can be used for our Java project. TestNG is a library. It's a combination of so many classes. So basically, when you are writing this test code in our automation, we can make use of these libraries. Like you can make use of a lot of important things given in the TestNG, like annotations. Okay, so these annotations are useful if you are writing your test code, when you are executing your test code. So all these are useful while you are writing your test automation. Okay, so we will see how we can install this TestNG. So there are many steps to configure this in our Eclipse. We will see all one by one. Okay, and also there are so many other features in TestNG, like it also provides flexible test configuration. It also supports so many other parameters. So all these are very much required in your Selenium test automation. So this is my sample Java project. As you can see, this is a sample Java project. So it is not a Maven project. It is a sample Java project. As you can see, this is my package. Here is my class. So this piece of code already I have explained in my previous video. You can go and watch that video. I have made a detailed video regarding this. So this is about how to launch a browser. So basically, this particular code is not in the form of TestNG. It is not in a standard TestNG format. It is just a Java program. You can see this is the main method. This is the class name. So if I have to execute this code, if I have to run this code, I just have to right click on it, and then I'll get an option run as. Then I have an option called Java application, because I'm just getting Java application. I'm not getting any other option to run this program, because I do not have the other configurations. Like I have not installed, I have not configured TestNG here. That is the reason I'm getting only the option to run it as a Java application. Okay, even if I click on run configuration also, there is no option of the TestNG. So it means that I do not have the TestNG installed. Okay, always remember that when you are writing test cases, when you are executing test automation Selenium code, you don't have to write in this format. This is just a sample program, just for the demonstration purpose. I have just written like that. But in the actual scenario, you have to write always in the form of TestNG annotation. How to do that now? So basically, we have to configure this TestNG in our Eclipse IDE. So how to do that? Let me show you. So there are various ways of installing TestNG in our normal Java project. So as I said, this is a normal Java project. It is not a Maven project. We can install TestNG within the Eclipse marketplace, within Eclipse IDE itself, or we can install TestNG by using the GitHub repository URL, or we can install from the marketplace website of Eclipse. So these are the three different ways. So let us see all these three one by one. So I'm going to go with the first option. For that, I'm opening my Eclipse. So I'm going to click on help. Then there is an option called Eclipse Marketplace. So I'm going to click on this option. Then you have to select Eclipse and then just type TestNG and press enter. After that, you will get an option install. You click on install. So you can see that these are plugins which are fetched as soon as I clicked on install button. You have to just click on confirm. Okay, so this is the one way. I'm not going to install with this option. I'm just showing you the options how you can install it. Out of the three options, I will select one and I'll confirm the installation. So this is the first option. So I'm clicking on cancel. So let's see what is the second option. The second option is to install from the TestNG GitHub repository URL. So here, let me type TestNG and I get the official website. So let me click on this. So let me scroll it down and I have an option called location of the projects. So here you can see there are four options. You have to click on Eclipse plugin. So once I click on Eclipse plugin, it will navigate me to the GitHub repository of TestNG Eclipse. So here you scroll it down and you will see the plugin versions. So this is the latest release. So you can see the URL. So and this is the beta one. So I recommend you to use only the latest release URL only. So you just copy this URL and go to Eclipse IDE again, then go to help and click on install new software and paste this URL. Okay, and you can hit enter. So once you paste the URL on this box and press enter on your system, then you will see the plugin will be fetched. Okay, so the plugin will be fetched. This is the TestNG plugin. So once you expand this, you can see there are items inside it. So basically you have to enable this option and you have to click on next and next, and you have to accept the license agreement and you have to confirm and finish. So that is how you can configure TestNG from the second option. So let me avoid this section now. Okay. So let me go to the third option, that is installation of TestNG from the Eclipse Marketplace website. So for that, let me go to the website. Here I'll type Eclipse Marketplace and I'll click on this link. So let me search TestNG. So here you see the option coming up, TestNG for Eclipse with the install button. You just need to drag and drop to your Eclipse IDE. So before that, make sure you close all the files. Let me close this. And from the website, let me drag and drop onto the Eclipse IDE. Okay. So as soon as you drag and drop, you see the items, the plugin are again coming up. So once that is there, you have to click on this confirm button. Let me click on confirm button. And now you can see I am getting the license agreement window. So let me click on accept. I'll click on finish. So you can see the installation is in progress. My TestNG installation is in progress. So it will take some time. You just need to wait for the installation to complete. Some alert is coming. Just you click on always trust all content. And yes, I accept it. And you can click on trust selected. So after that, you will get a pop-up to restart your IDE because you are making some changes to your IDE because you are configuring TestNG inside your Eclipse IDE. So you need to restart your Eclipse IDE. So let me restart it. So my Eclipse IDE is getting restarted as you can see, and it will reflect the changes. So my Eclipse IDE got restarted. So my TestNG configuration is done. So now let me open the project. So this was my class, right? So let me change this implementation. So I will change this format. I will remove this public static void method and I'll write public void test1. So this is my proper test method format. So here I'm going to type @test, and you can see there is an error coming up. So let me mouse over on this, and I'm getting the option to import the TestNG annotation, and also I'm getting the option to add the TestNG library. So basically I need to add the TestNG library and import the annotation because I have not yet added the TestNG library. I have just installed the plugin, the TestNG plugin in the Eclipse IDE, but I have to also import the TestNG library. So let me add TestNG library, and you can see this is added here, and then I will import the TestNG annotation. Okay, so as soon as I have imported, you can see this is created. So now if I right click on this project, if I go to run as, I am able to see the TestNG test option. So earlier this option was not there. It was just showing me as Java application because TestNG was not in the Eclipse. It was not added in the configuration. So now I can see the TestNG test option is coming up. So let me click on run configuration. Here you can see the TestNG option is coming up in the configuration. So my TestNG is configured successfully. Okay, so all the errors are also gone, and I have imported the TestNG library, and I have also imported the annotation here. Okay, so now let me run this program as TestNG test. So you can see TestNG detected version is 7.4.0, and you can see this is getting launched. Okay, so now you can see this is successfully run. Total test run is equal to 1, and I can see this is also getting generated. This report is also getting generated. Okay, so let me add a line here. Let's say I will just type, this is just sample run. So let me rerun this code now. I'll go as run as testng test. and this is launching the browser. Okay, and behind the scene you can see this is running, and you can also see the, let's see the result. It is basically able to print that line. This is just sample run. So after launching the browser, after maximizing the browser, it is able to print that particular line. Okay, you can also see the page launch, the report here. So this is how TestNG is installed. This is how TestNG can be configured. We have seen three different ways of configuring TestNG in our Eclipse. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's all in the video. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button. And if you have any questions, please drop those in the comment section. And I will also come up with a new video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.